Fantastic Four: First Steps, starring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Eben Moss-Bachrach, and Joseph Quinn, and is directed by Matt Shakman, who must be a real Marvel fan because he also directed WandaVision. Now, what I think is pretty cool about this Marvel film, because it really tries to set itself apart from other Marvel films. The beginning of the film pretty much says it's in another universe, so there's no Avengers, it's just the Fantastic Four that are the only superheroes here. What is the film about? Well, it's basically similar to Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. The Fantastic Four are not only superheroes, they are celebrities and all that, and they got to deal with a big threat known as Galactus, who's coming to destroy the world. And I don't want to get too much into the plot because I don't want to give too much away. But I gotta say, is it worth seeing? Is it better than Fan Four Stick? Heck yeah! By all means, and there's no comparison. This film is better than Fan Four Stick. Now I know I talked about the 2005 and 2007 films, but I'm not going to talk about them too much. But I like the actors here. I like Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. He shows not only he can stretch to great lengths, but he's also very intelligent. And you can see the anxiety wear on him when he's trying to come up with a solution to stop Galactus, and you just kind of see the kind of wearing on him a bit. And I like Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. She's really strong in this movie. She really shows she has her limitations in it, and I really like the idea that she's no quitter, and I like the speech she gives in one scene that really shows how strong of a character she is. Eben Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm the Thing. I like the idea that he's very well adjusted and doesn't feel like a freak, and you could see one scene where he actually does miss his human when he was human. He misses those days at times, but he's adjusted pretty well, and I really wish there's a scene where he has a crush on a church lady played by Natasha Lyonne. I would have loved to see more of that. Maybe there was more, but probably was cut out. I don't know. And I like Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. I like the idea that shows he could be cocky, but he's not. He doesn't overdo it like Chris Evans did in the other films. And he shows his devotion to the team. He doesn't try to think out. He doesn't try to do his own thing recklessly. He does try to show he could be intelligent too, like Reed, which I think he plays it very well. And Julia Garner is the Silver Surfer. Now I know a lot of people had complaints that Silver Surfer is a woman. Me, it didn't really bother me because I think she played it very well. She does show a scene where she could be I love a scene where Julia Garner's character shows she's very emotionally vulnerable, and I think is done pretty well. Now Galactus, man. I mean, I've seen some good effects before, but that really had me shaking because, oh man, he was quite a presence, Galactus. And I gotta say one thing about the effect of Ben Grimm. I think it was done better here than it was in Fan Four Stick. Matt Shakman really directs the film quite well. I love the 1960s like setting, kind of very similar to The Incredibles. I don't know if most of some scenes were inspired off that, but I think they were done pretty well, and I can't wait to see more of this where it's going to go because I like this Fantastic Four better than the others, and that's saying much. So I give Fantastic Four First Steps a 10 out of 10. Please check this out. You won't be disappointed.